Most people think Fundrise is just a real estate app. It's not anymore. You can invest in startups and private loans, and one of them returned over 60% in a single year. After investing my own money for a full year, here's what actually happened. I started with $1,000, and throughout the year, I added another $775. Right now, roughly 74% of the portfolio is in real estate, with the rest is split between startups and private credit. And the performance between all three of those buckets was very different. Let's start with the real estate side. I invested $1,415 and it's up $8 or under 1%. So yeah, it made money, but honestly, that was lower than I expected. This behaved more like stabilized private real estate, steady, defensive, not exciting. If you're using Fundrise purely for real estate exposure, this is probably closer to what you should expect, especially in a higher interest rate environment. Now here's where it gets interesting. I invested $200 in the startup fund and it's up $128. That's over a 64% return. Almost all of that came from appreciation. Now before this sounds like hype, this is higher risk capital. Startups can swing hard in either direction. And this won't look like this every year, but in my portfolio, this absolutely outperformed the real estate side. And this is the part that most Fundrise reviews on YouTube don't even mention. Then there's private credit. I invested $160 and it's up almost 14% or about 8% return. And that's mostly from dividends. This felt much more predictable and income focused compared to the venture. Less exciting, more stable. The S&P 500 returned slightly over 13% and my overall Fundrise portfolio returned slightly over 10% during the same period. So stocks technically outperformed. But here's the key point. Fundrise isn't trying to be the S&P 500. They don't move the same way. And that's the whole point of diversifying. And if I had to allocate more into venture, returns would have been even higher, but so would the volatility. Allocation matters a lot. Would you rather have steady real estate returns or swing for higher startup gains? That's the real decision. This is not Robinhood. You can't just sell and cash out instantly. There are redemption windows and potential delays depending on the fund. And I actually submitted a redemption request back in February to test the whole process. The funds are scheduled to be distributed in April, and so far there's no visible fees, but I'll update in the comments if anything changes. Here's the pros and cons after 1 year. As for the pros, it's easy to diversify across different private markets, very low minimum investment to get started, only $10, and the app and website are extremely easy to navigate and very user-friendly. As for the cons, there's limited liquidity, the real estate returns are modest, and you don't control the individual deals. Fundrise makes sense if you want private market exposure, you don't want to manage real estate properties, you want to diversify outside the traditional stocks. However, it probably doesn't make sense if you want daily liquidity, you just want full control over your properties, or you're just chasing fast gains. After 1 year, Fundrise did exactly what was promised. Real estate was steady, private credit was consistent, startups was a real surprise outperformer. Would I invest again? Yes, but part of a diversified portfolio. And I'm actually thinking about putting anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000. Let me know in the comments what side hustle or investing app I should try next. And if you're trying to figure out what investing platform fits you best, you could check out sidehustlefinder.pro and take the 30-second quiz. And before you go, YouTube thinks you're going to enjoy watching this video next.